Welcome to After Hours, Lost in the Dark. Based on the novel Lost in the Dark, The Immaculate Seduction by Janos Teodoro. A chapter-by-chapter journey through a haunting web of identity, secrets, and seduction, as well as some comedic moments. This is a laid-back, relaxed vibe with some commentary. I'm your host, Needles, and tonight, we're going deeper into the first chapter, Some Kind of Life. So sit back, relax, and kick back a bit. Let's dim the lights and begin.
Let's start with a recap of what has happened so far. Our young, aspiring musician, Alex Centavo, as he confronts the gap between his artistic dreams and the raw emotional depth required for true expression, set against a backdrop of high school social dynamics and personal challenges. We will cover this in just 2 minutes before starting up the show. Point 1. Artistic aspirations and critical feedback. The narrative opens with Alex Centavo immersed in a vivid daydream of rock stardom, complete with cheering crowds. This fantasy sharply contrasts with the harsh reality of a recording studio, where his sound manager, Lamel, abruptly halts his performance. Lamel criticizes Alex's singing as weak, emphasizing the need for genuine emotion to create a compelling demo. This initial conflict establishes Alex's central challenge, translating passion into authentic performance. Point 2. The quest for emotional depth. Lamel's critique suggests Alex's conservative upbringing has shielded him from the intensity of desire and life experience necessary for profound artistic expression. This highlights a common dilemma for young artists, conveying complex emotions without having personally experienced their full spectrum. Joe, Alex's band leader, advocates for him, offering personalized coaching. Lamel, despite his bluntness, also offers his expertise, underscoring a belief in the band's talent as he pushes Alex to transcend current limitations. Point 3. The power of friendship and self-doubt. Alex finds significant emotional support in his close friend Ernie, whose mischievous yet caring personality provides a vital counterpoint to Alex's self-doubt. Their playful, affectionate exchanges, particularly Ernie's insistence on mutual declarations of love, underscore a deep bond of loyalty and acceptance. Alex confides in Ernie about his insecurities, feeling like a fifth wheel and fearing he might fail the band. Ernie consistently reassures Alex of his talent, reinforcing that strong friendships are crucial for navigating artistic challenges. Point 4. High school dynamics and personal challenges. The narrative transitions to the high school environment, depicting its typical pandemonium and social strata. Alex interacts with peers like Anna and Frank, who shares gossip and invites Alex to city clubs, hinting at a life beyond his sheltered experience. A significant incident unfolds in the locker room, where Alex witnesses Kevin, a devoutly religious classmate, being taunted and physically harassed. Alex's attempt to intervene is met with ridicule, and bullies redirect homophobic slurs towards him, associating him with Ernie. This reveals Alex's struggle with standing up to adversity and the vulnerability he feels when his identity is challenged, underscoring bullying's pervasive nature. Point 5. Conclusion. Ultimately, the text portrays Alex's initial steps on a path of self-discovery where artistic aspiration collides with the necessity of emotional authenticity and the complexities of social navigation. His journey is shaped by critical feedback, supportive friendships, and challenging encounters that push him to grow beyond his comfort zone, hinting at the deeper experiences required to fulfill his artistic potential. Now, let's get on to the rest of the show.
Welcome to After Hours, the podcast where we unlock the pages that weren't meant to be shared. We are in studio with my man Joe from the band, also one of our producers, David. Yay, if I gave you his last name, they might have to kill me. My name is Alex Centavo, and this is where I begin. Some nights I still hear the crowd, their chant echoing in my ears like a memory I can't quite shake.
Wasn't there the scene opening up with you singing something about, "We love you, yes, no, maybe so"? Don't ask me to sing it though. Hell, might freeze over.
That was our band name. Yes, no, maybe so. Catchy, right? One moment I'm in the fantasy. Lights, smoke, worshipping fans. The next, Lamel shouting, snapping me back to the cold white walls of a Brooklyn recording studio.
Lamel was always going on about something. He was mud Aaron on about you needed more oomph. Like desire. Like pain. Like love.
But what did he know? He was just a backup singer for Bruce Springsteen. And Roberta Flack. And maybe Lionel Richie?
Really, man? We're getting a bit rough? Aren't we? Those are major players.
Okay. Maybe he did know something.
You all were a bit harsh on the guy, just doing his job? You want to call him on the carpet?
Come on, Alex. You had to give him a chance. You're the voice. I'm the songwriter. We can make this work.
Joe, you always had my back, always believed in me, more than I did sometimes. Maybe that's why I kept showing up, to the studio, to sing rehearsals, to the drama, the chaos, the love, the confusion.
Especially the confusion.
Like Ernie.
Wait, who's Ernie?
He was my guardian angel in high school, kids said. Big smile, buff arms, a football player who didn't care what people thought, especially when he called me baby. He'd say,
I love you, Allie. You're my boy. Say it back.
and I did.
Every time.
So tell us about this school of yours. I am hooked.
Well, our school was fun, but like any other school, it wasn't always safe. Not when Kev got shoved in the locker room for carrying a Bible. Not when I stood by, frozen. Not when the rumors about me and Ernie circled the hallways like smoke.
So this is the part where those bullies bring up the rumors about you and Ernie. Even though Kevin's religious, he had a nice response.
They call it sin, but I still love them. I love you too. We all need forgiveness.
Yes, that's true. But even if you're straight, even if you're not, they always find a reason to throw words like knives around, fag, fruit, big stuff, whatever makes them feel powerful.
That was high school. He wasn't the only one that got picked on. Remember my nickname I had for us?
Oh God, I remember. It was the leftovers. I still have mixed feelings about that.
Hey, I'm just saying.
And then there was the mall. And the infamous letter. Yeah,
Yeah, what a moment. It was addressed to me, no return address, no name, just Eduardo. A married man? 2 kids. Security at the jewelry counter. I mean, what the hell? And apparently crushing on me. His exact quote?
I'm in a marriage I don't want. But you, Alexander, you're the love I've been looking for.
He called it love. I called it terrifying.
weren't you just a bit curious, though?
Even if I wanted to be wanted, even if I was curious, I didn't want it like that. And I didn't want it from him. That night, I ran, tore the letter to shreds, and cried hard.
I wish I had known, man. I always wanted to be there for you.
I know. It's okay.
Thank God, school was a distraction, right?
Yeah. Joe and I were busy at school. I buried myself in Sing, the annual class show. I was the commissioner that year. The seniors were supposed to win. Instead, I made everyone mad. The juniors, the sophomores, Claudia, lead singers, costume issues, diva dancers, backdrop issues, and drama.
Let's not forget the best group of all.
Don't think I didn't a bunch of flack for you, a senior helping another grade.
Hey! Never bet on a losing horse.
And still, in the middle of the madness, I practiced dance moves with girls like Ronnie, dodged backhanded compliments from Jeff, fought over backdrops and schedules, and clung to my crown of control like it meant something. But the truth, I wasn't in control of anything. Not my feelings, not Ernie's loyalty, not Joe's future.
True, Ollie. I remember when I shared I got signed. Just me. They asked me to go to Japan. And I had to leave. Fast. It killed me. Being a musician, my whole life,
I get it. That was it. That was a tough time. My best friend was leaving. The band was done. The dream was over. I had Ernie. He was my friend, my bodyguard. Didn't know how I needed him until then.
Man, this is really deep. I guess sometimes we really got to go to that low place. Sometimes.
And I still hadn't told anyone the truth about what happened to me when I was younger, about the abuse, about the doubts, about who I was becoming and who I was afraid I already was. It seemed like everyone could see through me. Ernie never seemed to care. I'll always love him for that.
But I knew stuff too and still loved you.
Yeah, but a lot of things I kept from you, Joe. I couldn't be silent forever, because silence was killing me.
And we know from that time there was a slogan. Silence equals death seems to be true in your case, though, for different reasons.
You see, Lost in the Dark isn't just the title of a story I lived through. It's what I felt like. Every time someone called me a name, every time I let them, every time I didn't fight back, every time I smiled and said I was okay, when I wasn't. But this podcast, this moment, this is light.
And I am so glad it started with you, my brother. I love you.
Thank you all for this beautiful episode, and I felt it, for real.
Thanks for listening to After Hours. Next week, we follow Alex's journey as he leaves everything behind for a dream. And maybe, just maybe, Alex gets a step closer to his truth. If you're walking through the dark, keep going. You're not alone. Thank you all, and good night.